Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not able to hear anyone's voice.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yo, anything?
Hello.
Hello.
Chika.
Hello? Are you able to listen me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We are waiting for the participant for 1 or 2 minutes more.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
please don't type anything on my screen. Actually, I have to take screenshot and submit it to higher authorities as your attendance and the proof that you.
Okay, ma'am.
So please don't spoil my screen. I request you not to do any kind of nuisance.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. We'll try.
What we will try? Stop it. Please stop it. I can't share such kind of screenshots. I have to send it to Dean sir, director sir, and Seema ma'am. Please don't do any kind of misbehavior. I request you, please. Okay, there are 51 participants. We will wait for 2 minutes more and then I'll start my lecture, right? I don't know why there is less number of participants today. All of you got message or not? There is nobody from IT. I don't know why. Okay, very few people from IT. Okay, got it. Okay.
Hello.
Again send message in your group. Actually, there are less number of participants today. Only 53 from 2 classes. Inform your friends to come on Zoom.
Okay, ma'am.
Do it right now.
Okay,
CR.
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, then shall I start?
કેમ છો મેમ મજામાં?
Ha.
બસ આજ
55 participants. Okay. We have gone through the file system management. What is file, attributes of file, types of file. Then we have gone through the security of file. Now I will start directory structure of, we can say, operating system. Now operating system can manage the file, operating system can manage the device, operating system. Everybody please mute from your side. Don't waste my time. I don't have that much time. Please mute from your side. Whenever I'll ask anything, then you can only unmute. Otherwise, please mute. And don't do any kind of nuisance on my screen. I request you. If you're not interested, then also you have to sit and listen. Now, directory structure means what? We are having a large disk that we are going to divide into mini disk, or we can say we are doing partitioning like C drive, like D drive, E drive, right? So these are called device directories, and we have to manage it. Operating system has to manage it. There are various information or attributes that device directory contains. Please keep quiet. And these attributes are name of that directory, type of directory, address of directory, current length, maximum length, date of last access, last update, owner ID, protection information. So these are the information we can say that device directory contains. Now, what kind of operations you can perform on a directory? You can search a file, you can create a new file, you can delete file, you can rename your file, and you can traverse your file. So these are the operations you can perform on directory. Now there are various types of directory. If in exam, if I'll ask you a question that explain the tree structure directory or explain types of directory or list out the types of directory and explain any one. So in that case, you have to list out all this directory and explain one of your choice. So these are the, we can say, single level directory, two level directory, tree structure directory. Please mute from your side, please. 58 students are online now, and we have to understand the others also. Please mute from your side. Please don't make noise. So there are single level directory, true level directory, tree structure directory, acyclic graph. Let's see one by one. The first one is single level directory. Okay. Now what is single level directory? It is the simple directory. It is what it will going to do. Initially, we know that we were having MS-DOS operating system and we were having Unix operating system, which were in single mode. It was in single user mode, right? So single user mode means what? Only one user at a time can access that file or that directory, MS-DOS or Unix operating system. So there is no such kind of, we can say, folder option. Right now what we are doing in Windows, we are creating folder, then we are copying and pasting files into that particular folder, but that kind of options were very rare, we can say. We have to keep a single name for that particular folder. Now we are having different drives and same name we can keep for the folder in different drives. It is not going to create any kind of problem. But in past, in single level directory, there were some naming problem. You cannot give same name to two folders. Even you can't group the folders. So what are the advantages? It is very simple to implement because you have to keep file as a small name. Searching is very faster because there is no duplication occurs. You can create a file, you can search a file, you can delete it, you can update it. So it is very easy in structure. Now again, it is having some disadvantages. Disadvantages means what? We can say there is a name collision. Searching will take time because if directory is large, there is no groupism facility available. So these are the, we can say, problems related to that. Next is two-level directory. Now what is the meaning of two-level directory? Two-level directory, you can create a folder, and in that particular folder you can create a different files. Please don't do this kind of thing, otherwise I'll stop lecture. I'll not going to conduct your lecture if you can do like this. I have to monitorize who is doing. Shall I start?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. In two-level directory, now you can create a folder. In that folder, you can create a file. So we can say that we have to give the path name, because there are a possibility of having same name of a two folder. Like suppose in C drive I have created one folder, and in D drive I have created different folder, and in these two folders I can keep a same name, or a user 1, user 2, user 3. In our college computer, Indus computer, you can log in with your college ID. Some other person can log in same computer with his ID. Third person can also log in that same computer with his or her ID. You have created new folder 3. That particular person has created a new folder 3. If I got seated on that computer, again I am creating new folder 3. It means you can create a different user can create a same folder, right? So this is the advantages of that particular thing. Next is tree level directory. Tree level directory is generalization. You can have a different user, you can have a different folder, you can have a different file. In one folder 5, you can create folder, new folder 4. In that particular new folder, again you can create a new folder. Again in that particular folder, you can save your file, new folder 3 ma. You can save the file in new folder 4. You can save the
Rushi,
file. So there is a hierarchy. We can say
Rushi,
hierarchical structure. You can.
चार्जर लाया अपना मतलब नहीं तो चार्जिंग
हाँ बेन लाया पे चार्जर हाँ बंद रहे. So in this particular hierarchy, you can save your file or your directory. Now participate increase. So this is the most common directory structure. What are the advantages of this directory structure? It is having unique path. It is generalized, so you have to give the full name path. It is very scalable, less collision. You can add number of folders and file as many as you can want. Disadvantages: every file does not fit into the hierarchical model. File may be saved into multiple directories. We cannot share the file. This is the disadvantages. You cannot share. It is a bit inefficient also when more number of directories are there. Now next is acyclic graph. Acyclic graph means what? There is no cycle allowed it means it is going to allow you to share the subdirectories and files. Where it is going to use company project managers, they are going to use company is having one project and more than one people are going to share this project. So in that case, if they want to share one file together, suppose we are sharing the things in our Google Drive, right? Google yeah, please keep quiet. Who is making noise? Please mute from your side. Everybody, please mute. I'm really getting disturbance.
Exactly, ma'am.
Please mute.
Please, guys, please.
So in acyclic graph, there is no cycle occurs, but you can share your files, you can share your folders. We can take the example of industry people. If they are using some, we can say project, they are working on the same project and they need to access the one file which is shareable or one drive which is shareable. This is possible because of this acyclic graph. You can see here folder 5 and folder 3 both are accessing b.txt and other folders are also accessing the file. So because of this acyclic directory, the sharing is possible. We are using spreadsheet, Google Drive in shared mode. So we have to do the searching through the different paths. Searching is also easy. And whenever you are deleting something, the link will going to delete, the link will create a problem. So this kind of thing will going to happen. Now the next thing is accessing method of a operating system or the directories. So there are various accessing methods like sequential access. The second one is direct access. Third one is index access. So there are three accessing methods that is going to ask in your exam. You have to explain the accessing methods. Let's see one by one. Files store the information, and this information we need to access, we need to read. Whenever we want to access it, whenever we want to use it, then we have to follow certain access methods. One system or some system supports only one access method, other systems support all the available access methods. So as per our convenient, we have to use the methods. The first one is sequential access. Sequential access is a simplest method among all other methods. You have to access the things in order, in particular order. It is most common, used by various editors, used by various compilers based on tab model of the file. If I can give a simple example of sequential access, then in past we were using that cassette in tape recorder. If you have used, remove this whatever line you have drawn on my screen, please remove. So whatever we can say, uh, tape recorder we were having cassette. That cassette is having sequential access. We have to play the song one by one. We initially it was having some problem. You cannot go back, you cannot do jumping from one song to another song. Like this, you can see here, please stop all this nuisance. I have to share the screen with higher authorities. Why don't you understand? Why are you putting such kind of lines? Stop it. If you are not interested, then don't come. Remove. Who have done all these things? Remove. Clean it right now, otherwise I'll go offline. I'll not take lecture. Do it. Okay, fine. See here, I'm having one box and I'm having different ball, number 1, 2 and 3. Whenever I want to put this ball into this box, I have to put it into sequence. First one numbers, one ball will enter, then second numbers ball will enter, then third numbers ball will going to enter. And as and when I want to remove all this ball from this box, again the third number, then second number, then first number. So in sequence only you can access. There is no, we can say, direct forwarding or jumping is available. So whenever you want to play any music, you have to start from the beginning and you have to go up to the end. So read and write operations are the common in this. Next is direct access. Direct access, we can take the example of our CD drive. So whenever you want to play any music, you can give the number of that music through the remote control of your tap of your car and all these things at your home. You can press 15 numbers of song, 20 number song, 30 number of song. So according to that, whatever you are pressing, you can directly access that particular media or that particular device. This is known as a relative access. It is having fixed length logical records. There is no particular order is followed for reading and writing. It is based on disk model of your file. File viewed as a number of sequence of blocks, arbitrary blocks for read and write. You can see here I'm having this kind of access, a direct access. I'm having ball in one box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Suppose I want to pick a third number of ball, then I don't have to go through the sequence that number 1 first come, then number 2 will come, then number 3 will come. I can access it as per my convenient. I can directly access ball number 3 or whatever I want. So this is called a direct access method. Have you got it? Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no issue. Okay, thanks. Now we will go for the next one. Okay, direct access. It is useful for the immediate access to the larger volume of, we can say, data. Whenever you are having larger volume of data, in that case you need to go through the direct access. The sequential access is not feasible because you can't access anything directly. You have to go through one by one, which is really time consuming whenever you want to reach to particular place. So what are the applications of direct access? Airline reservation system, customer account processing in a bank. So whenever you want to book any ticket for your train, there is no sequence. You can go for any city, you can go for any time. As per your convenient, you can access. Okay, the other access method is your index access method, which is based on particular index. You can see here one example. There is one book is given, and book is having index. According from that index, we can find it out. Our topic is on this particular page. So suppose you want to read something, you can directly go to that page and you will going to get your topic. Yes, this is the topic. I can read like normalization. I can read from this page, like other topic you can read from this page. So index is given here. You can see here data position and the index, right? So data position A is at page number 1. B will start from 3, C will start from 4, D will start from 6, E will start from 8. Here you can see the name start with A will start from 1 and 2. B will start from 3, C will start from 4. Again D will start from 6 because two other name of C are there. Then E, F and everything. So according to that, the indexes are given and you can access your data through that particular index and you can reach to that particular page, which is better than we can say a direct access method. Index access method generally used for the hashing kind of thing. Hash table it is going to maintain. What are the application of index sequential method? Application depends on the, we can see exactly where you have to use that particular thing. According to that, you can use that particular method. Suppose I'm creating one website, so I need an index sequential access. From the home page, I can open the home page. Then I have created certain links for an index page. Then for the next page, login page, sign up as a new user. Then if I want to access something or use something, according to that I can access that particular pages using index sequential. Now I'm moving to the we can say memory management unit 3. Now what is the memory management? Our operating system is managing file, it managing devices, it manages disk. You all are aware of everything. The next is memory management, how your operating system will going to manage the memory. Memory management function is responsible for allocating and managing computer's main memory. Memory management function keeps track of the status of each memory location, either allocated or either it is free, either it is deallocated, because we have to allocate memory to all the files and all the folders, whatever we are creating into the operating system. So operating system has to keep record of everything, whether everything is proper or not. Wait, I'm taking your attendance. Actually, I have to take the screenshot so I can send it to the authorities that this many students are present. Wait, just a minute. Just taking screenshots.
મેમ મારી અટેન્ડન્સ થઈ ગઈ.
Yeah. Okay, so there are two techniques for the memory management. The first one is, we can say, continuous memory management, and the second one is non-continuous memory management. First, we will go for the continuous memory management, then we will go for the non-continuous. A continuous is having again two part, fixed or static, and second one is variable or dynamic, right? So in this, we have to learn the example, how fixed memory or static memory is going to manage and how variable memory is going to manage. What are you doing here? Why don't you understand? Remove all these things. It's really not good. There are 68 students who are learning all these things. Why are you wasting others' time if you are not interested? Who is doing these things?
Ma'am, disable the initial.
Who is doing this? Why are you wasting others' time? Remove all these things. Why are you coming if you are not interested? Since yesterday night, I am making this PPT and preparing your lecture. Remove all these things. Remove it right now. चलो फटाफट remove करो. Anyone please remove it. So let's see a continuous we can say continuous partitions, which is having two types, fixed and a static, right? Fixed means static and the variable is dynamic. Static or fixed is whenever you are making, you have to keep its size fixed. You cannot change the size then after. And variable partitions we are making on dynamic time. The fixed partition is very simple technique. It is fixed in size. Each partition may be or may not be same. It is continuous. You can see here there are some block size like 4 MB, like 8 MB, 8 MB and 16 MB. These are the 4 block size, 8, 8, 8 and 16. So this size are fixed. So whenever any data come, like there is one data come which is of 1 MB, so that is going to occupy a space of 4 MB. So remaining 3 MB will going to waste. And this is it got disconnected, I think.
Yes, ma'am. वीडियो नहीं आ रहा. Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
Yes.
No photo आ रहा.
no, I think it's connected. In between, I don't know why, maybe some net access speed or something like that.
Ma'am, we can't see the video.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see my photo and able to hear my voice?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
only
voice is
one.
coming here, but
Actually,
not
it
the
got
photo.
it got
Video नहीं आ रहा.
disconnected. Video will not come because my camera is not working properly. That's why I kept just photo. Video will not come. You can just listen my voice. Are you
Okay, ma'am.
able to hear my voice?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
ma'am.
Yes,
Loud
ma'am.
and clear.
And screen, are you able to see the screen?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, wait, I'm doing it.
No screen, ma'am.
Okay, okay, wait, I'm doing.
यार
I'm starting it again actually. Leaving it and starting it
Oh.
again.